Hey everyone, okay, so the best makeup brushes of 2018, obviously mine. I've just had a bath, which is why or shower, which is why I am pink. So let's make a start. Rather than going through the whole plethora of brushes that I have, and just one last time, my brushes are mine, self-funded, no one else involved, no agents, no publicity, unfortunately nothing. So rather than go through every single brush, what I'm going to do is break it down into a couple of, or a few really good brushes that will see you through. So we'll start with the eye. Now, generally speaking, there's actually 6 crease brushes, but we're going to start with these ones because these tend to be the most multi-use brushes, which are these brushes here. Now, they come in 4 different sizes and you can pick and choose depending on your eye shape and the eye size. So generally speaking, let me just line these up for you. So here you've got the 16 and the 17. So 16 and the smaller one is the 17. So this is a large crease brush. This is your standard medium crease brush. Then you've got 2 others, which are the 19 and the 20. So these are much smaller. So generally speaking, if you were to look at me and we're talking about drawing a crease, not blending, the number 20, the smaller one, is what I would go for because this will enable me to draw a line that I want into the crease where I want it. Also, the 19 would work great for a slightly more diffuse line, but I like to be quite precise. So generally speaking, it depends on your eye shape. But if you have eyes that are sort of similar to mine, then look for this sort of 19 and the 20. And if you have a bigger eye, then obviously you're going to want to go for the medium or the large, which is the 16 and the 17. Now you're going to need a brush to go over the lash line and underneath the eye, which is the number 5 brush. Come on, beautiful camera. That's the number 5 brush. This you will use to go across the eye, the tear duct, the brow bone, and underneath the eye. If you're wondering how to put colour on the lid, you can use this brush, or you can use your crease brush and just go across the lid, which is what I do. I never use a flat eyeshadow brush, ever. And that's pretty much it. When I do someone's eye, I use 2 brushes. Now, final brush is the blending brush. You've got one brush to apply colour. You always have a single brush to blend with, which is what this one is here, which is the number 18 brush. Now, it is ultra soft. This is used to blend out any areas that you've applied colour. So you do your crease, you then blend with a clean brush. You apply your contour colour, you blend with a clean brush. It makes life so much simpler and it's just really, really easy to do. So 3 eye brushes, 2 to apply colour, 1 to blend. When it comes to face, foundation, powder, liquid, bronzer, all that, rather than going for a lot of brushes, which I would obviously prefer you do, here we go. This is the number 13 brush. It is a buffing brush. So you can use this for cream or liquid foundations as well as powders and minerals. Then you can just dip it straight into a loose powder, buff it all over the face. You can also use this with blusher, bronzer, however you want. It's a beautiful all-round brush. And again, if you've never felt my brushes, they are the softest you can find. Moving on to more bronzer, blusher, highlighter. These 2 brushes are my favorites. So we're looking at brush number 15 and brush number 14. So 14 and 15. Fan brush or your tapered blush. Both can be used for bronzer, highlighter, contouring, however you want, it just depends. Ironically, after I came out with this, MAC also came out with one that's really similar. Mine is softer. That is a fact, because I have the MAC one. It ain't as good. And finally, the airbrush. So here we are, this is the airbrush, just 2 different colors, exact same brush. If you want a brush to understand what the collection is with me, this is the brush to pick because it's the softest brush you will probably ever use. None of the hairs on any of my brushes are cut. There's no cutting. They're all tediously handmade in Japan. This brush you can do to set your concealer, but it is the most beautiful highlight, contour, blusher. It is the most exquisitely soft brush you will ever feel. It is a beauty. I have a lot of my brushes, as you can see, they are mine. And I know some people are going to ask what this one is. This one isn't available anymore. It was a limited edition. And once a year, at the end of each year, I come out with a holiday brush, which is limited edition. So we come out with lots of different various shapes and sizes, and because the brushes last, even though they're limited edition, they stay around forever. So it's a really good thing. Ironically, these 3 brushes here were my prototypes. 4 or 5 years old now. Still use them. Still working good. Anyway, there you go. The link is all down there. I appreciate your support. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye bye.